Got a great show for you today as a major bit of NFL news dropped about 2 hours ago as the Philadelphia Eagles have signed Jalen Hurts off of a single good year to a record-breaking highest paid player in NFL history, a 5-year contract, $255 million, just under $180 million, guaranteed. And somewhere in Baltimore, there's a 26-year-old man who's got an NFL MVP under his belt saying, excuse me, hello. Anyhow, congratulations to Jalen Hurts, who proved that you could have a single good year of football and make buku bucks. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I'm fine. How are you?
I love this deal, by the way, because from a Giant fan perspective, while Jalen Hurts did have a great year, and I don't want to diminish what he did both with his arm, with his legs, and they did have the easiest schedule in the history of the NFL, to commit that kind of dough to a dude after 1 year who you couldn't pick up a fifth-year option on because he's a second-round pick, not a first-round pick. Crazy.
They had no
town.
other choice. What are they going to do, lose him after next year?
Crazy.
They have to keep Jalen Hurts long-term, rightfully so.
He almost can't live up to it, though, right?
Well,
is that like one of those deals?
Depends what your expectations are. Right now, if you're ranking the quarterbacks in the NFC, where does he rank?
He's not in the top 5.
In the NFC?
Oh, I thought you said the NFL.
No, in the NFC, the conference he resides in, if you were ranking quarterbacks, where does he rank?
Well, he's behind Aaron Rodgers.
Touche!
Got you there. Anyhow, listen, if you're an Eagle fan, you love it. You get your franchise quarterback locked up, and theoretically, I say that word knowing it's objectionable, $30 million a year. That's the guaranteed part. Obviously, with incentives that I've not seen just yet, he can get up to $51 million per year as far as the AAV goes.
You know who Jalen Hurts' agent is?
Yes, I do. Clutch.
She represents Quinnen Williams. So now that Jalen's done, go get Quinnen done. Because right now, the Jets and Giants both have 3 guys who are not showing up to voluntary workouts because they want their money.
I don't care about the voluntary workout coming.
I don't either. I want the deals to be done, though.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
I don't want specifically from a Jet fan perspective, and if you're a Giant fan, Lawrence is the same dude for sure. I don't want this to last where we're sitting here and it's mid-July,
right?
And we're right about to start training camp, and neither guy's there.
It's not about the voluntary workouts. It's about those 2 guys have earned their mega contracts, so just get it done.
And by the way, Quinnen Williams told you 2 months ago he wasn't coming to the voluntary workout. So
I gotcha.
It's not as if he's now saying, I'm pissed off, pay me. He told you 2 months ago.
And both Jet and Giant fans know, get it done with Big Dex, get it done with Quinnen Williams.
Yes.
Both guys need to be on this team long term.
They are both worthy of the money that they're going to get. Obviously, there have been a couple big contracts that have gone out to guys that play the same position, and just a matter of getting them signed. But I don't feel the pressure of that has to happen tomorrow,
right?
But it also has to happen.
Yes.
So whatever they're waiting for, maybe the draft to see who they get in the draft and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, the Jets do have to wait to figure out how, if they do get Aaron Rodgers, how they decide to structure it. And don't forget, Aaron Rodgers is not a Jet yet. He's not a Jet today.
I'm aware he's not a Jet.
He's not going to be a Jet tomorrow.
Thank you for the update.
By the way, he's not going to be a Jet this week. And there's the possibility he will never be a New York Jet. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts gets 5 years, $255
Aaron Rodgers
million.
will show up as a Jet. Here's how he's going to make the announcement, because I don't think he wants Adam Schefter breaking it or Ian Rappaport. In that second-round series between the Knicks and Bucks, he's going to show up with the owner's daughter in hand at Madison Square Garden. Sit down courtside next to Spike Lee, and the Garden's going to erupt.
Spike Lee?
Yes.
I'll be sitting there Friday. I don't know about Spike Lee. If Aaron Rodgers wants to come by and join me at the Garden on Friday night, I will be there. And how about my beloved Knicks? Nice road win against the Cavs. Played not old school Nick ball because they did have a good offense as well. But you get Jalen Brunson with foul trouble, does a good job. Julius Randle, a couple mind-numbing.
No. Don't start negatively on Julius.
No,
Julius Randle in the first half was tremendous.
Yeah, okay, it's a 2-half game.
No, I get that, but he didn't miss a beat. And with Jalen only playing like 8 or 9 minutes in the first half because of the foul trouble, Randle, after missing how many weeks with this ankle issue, showed no problems whatsoever.
Yeah.
And he pushed Evan Mobley around like he was a rag doll.
Yep.
So despite the issues late, and they almost gave the game away, I agree with you.
Thank you, sir.
I think out of fairness to Jules,
Yes.
because I always want to be fair to him, as an IBO, an independent basketball observer. He was money in that first half.
No, he was. He played very, very well out of the gate. All I was going to say is a couple mind-numbing possessions. That's all.
Yeah.
Outside of that, Julius did a great job. Jalen did. Josh Hart with the big shot. Obi had the big three from the right corner. And they kind of manhandled Cleveland physically.
Oh, dude, they pushed them
around. And Cleveland wasn't prepared for it.
What's interesting is that after the game, Darius Garland said it. He's like, they punched us in the face.
Yep.
We never responded. They're going to have to match that physicality. Yep. But, man, the Josh Hart play right after the Jared Allen tip-in that put the Cavs up by 1, the building's exploding, and that's a devastating loss if you lose that game. Josh Hart, realizing the time left on the shot clock, hitting that three was monstrous.
Yes.
And then offensive rebounds. That was the other reason they won this game. They kicked their ass on the glass.
That's kind of been the Knick thing this year when they're playing well. They crash the boards as well or better than anyone on the offensive glass. And now here's what's set up. Obviously, they got another game in Cleveland. All well and good.
Don't say what I'm afraid you're going to say.
All well and good, baby.
Don't say the words that I hate as a fan and no one should ever say.
You have no idea what I'm going to say.
It's 2 words.
2 words.
And if you say it, one involves moolah, the other one involves where you live.
No.
If you put that together, I'm going to slap you.
No, I don't believe in the concept of house money.
Good job.
I don't. You got a big game. You got to go win it tomorrow.
Beat 'em.
Yeah, and we'll get more into that, obviously, tomorrow. But I will say this. Friday night's going to be off the charts. Let's just acknowledge that right now. Friday night at Madison Square Garden. I know it was loud for that game against Atlanta when we split the first 2 at home and we won game 2 and we're all like, all right, let's go. The reality is that Friday night is going to be old school Madison Square Garden.
I have one question. It's a very innocent question. Okay, so do not hate me for this.
Go ahead.
Big Mac was with me at game 1. We were in the building. You allowed because you had 2 specific chants that you wanted to issue that night.
Altuve.
And both are null and void.
Okay.
One was F. Trey Young.
I know.
And the other one was F. Brooklyn. Well, Brooklyn's already been effed, so that's done.
Yeah.
And Trey Young's getting his ass kicked in a hand sweep by the Celtics. So who's your enemy? Are you going to curse at Donovan Mitchell, who did everything he could to keep Cleveland in that game? Who are you going to make fun of Jared Allen? Like, what are you going to do?
We'll find somebody.
What's your creative
We'll find
chant?
something. We might just be positive Knicks fans. How about that? And I think I'm going to make my return to the Garden.
You're going?
Yeah, I think I'm going.
Really?
Are you going?
Are you bringing Loogie?
No. Bringing my son.
Loogie wants to go so badly.
If I decide to go, and it looks like I'm going to go, I'm bringing Lucky.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. Good luck. You'll have a good time. I am probably selling my tickets.
Meanwhile, Tommy's like, what do you mean you're not bringing me? You're not my son.
Oh, but I'm like an adopted son. I'm like your 3rd or 4th son.
You're like the kid we're considering, but there's other kids we're also taking
Gotcha.
a look at.
All right.
Yeah, like, we'll have you over for dinner. And just see what kind of kids you are.
Loogie, you're in a good spot now because Craig may not know this about me. I'm oddly competitive about weird things. And my thing is I'm the guy who goes to games.
Yeah.
So if you're going Friday, there's a chance I go Friday.
I think
and if I go Friday, Loogie goes Friday.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't you go Friday, commit to it, and let's go out for dinner before the game.
It's an 8:30 tip. We have time.
Or perhaps I'll take you to a couple of the suites you don't know exist at the Garden, and we can have a nice dinner and not pay for it.
I'm
That's also not an option. Oh, listen, we got all week to figure that part out, but I'm stoked. I think I might go on Friday.
Hey, either way, you're going to be pumped up. Either you're up 2-0 or you're even 1-1. The building's going to be rocking.
Oh, the building's going to be rocking. It's going to be absolutely awesome.
Just to update something from Friday, obviously the Knicks play game 4 Sunday at 1 o'clock. The Ranger game against the Devils, which would be their game 4, or game 3, I should say. Yeah, game 3. I apologize. Will bump Billy Joel.
I told you
Billy
that on
got
Friday.
bumped, so Saturday night's concert is out.
Tuesday.
Rangers at Devils in, and you're right. They only moved the Billy Joel concert back a few days. Not
now,
too bad.
I know that pisses a lot of people off because a Tuesday night's a lot different than a Saturday night as far as planning and all that stuff. But it's Billy Joel. Suck it up. You'll go. You'll love it. You'll have a great time. You'll tell your friends you were there. You'll put it out on social media, and you'll be the coolest guy in town. And you'll be a little tired Wednesday. Big deal, right? He does 2 hours. It's all good. You're out of there by 11 o'clock, and everybody goes home happy. All right? It's not the Garden's fault. It's not James Dolan's fault. It's not the Knicks and Rangers' fault. The NHL makes the schedule. That's the way it goes. I told you this on Friday. Nobody else was looking at it or talking about it. And on Friday, I spent an hour telling you that if you have tickets to Billy Joel, you ain't going to go see Billy Joel. Go on Tuesday.
It's better, though, that they move it back 2 days as compared to 3 months, don't you think?
Well, sometimes even more than that. They might say, hey, listen, we don't have a date for December yet.
Yeah.
So we're going to move it even further.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you knew this. I discovered this on Saturday. I was in Philly for that abomination of a game. They have a banner up for Bruce Springsteen. They honor all the Bruce Springsteen sellouts at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia.
4?
67, I think.
No way.
I swear.
No,
Yeah.
that's got to be Spectrum, too.
Oh, man, you know
There
what?
is
Probably.
no way
Yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Springsteen played that building 67 times.
I think you're probably right that they include
So
the
it's
two buildings.
Fugazi.
Because it's a different building?
Not the same building.
Same parking lot?
So what?
It's the same. It's like Yankee Stadium.
No. Bruce Springsteen has not sold that building out 67 times.
They claim they do.
He might have 67 Philadelphia sellouts. That'd be like saying, hey, the Grateful Dead played at Veterans Stadium and sold it out 50 times and putting a banner up at the Link.
Right.
Like, well, you can't do that.
Now I need to find out. Like, you're convinced it's not Wells Fargo? It's not possible?
It's impossible.
67?
First off, he doesn't play that many shows in Philadelphia to have sold out 67.
Yeah.
And that includes Governor Christie and Chris Russo, who don't miss a stupid show.
Oh, you know what? It's called Philadelphia Sellouts.
Yeah, see, it's garbage.
So it doesn't count.
That's so pathetic of Philadelphia.
It is.
That, to try to make themselves feel better about something, they come up with, well, he sold out the town. Like, what are we talking about?
You know what? I'm looking at a picture of it. That's what it says. 67 Philadelphia sellouts.
So what? He's probably got 5 in that building if you're lucky.
That's a great point. How many times did he even do it in that building?
It's like Bruce Springsteen tours every single year, right? Ugh. Anyway, that's that. And then I think there's something that we all have to take a moment for today. And it's a very serious issue. And what I'm about to say, I think resonates with every single person in the very specific fan base and audience that I'm going to tell you about in a second. We've all made a terrible mistake at some point or another in our lifetimes. We have said terrible things, and now it's time that we acknowledge that we were wrong. Maybe not in the moment, but looking back on history with great clarity, I think it's time to acknowledge we were all wrong. Especially Big Mac. A little less me, but I take ownership of it as well. Mm-hmm. It's time to acknowledge the reality.
Say it.
Hold on, I'm getting choked up here.
Say it.
Hold on.
I know exactly what you're
Getting a
going
little choked up.
Say it.
Choked up. It's hard for me to say this.
Yeah.
But I think one of the reasons this show resonates with the audience is that we are honest with the audience. Good, bad, or indifferent. When we do good things, we pat ourselves on the back. We want the audience to know. Mm-hmm. When we make mistakes, I think we also have to acknowledge that to the audience so the audience believes in us and trusts us. Well, over the last number of years, us, me for sure, Big Mac especially, and many others have uttered certain things about somebody in this town, and it's time to apologize to that person for the moment. All right? Gerrit Cole is an ace.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Gerrit Cole is the best pitcher in baseball.
So you no longer want to trade him for Marcus Stroman straight up?
Stroh's having a great year too, by the way, in Chicago. Gerrit Cole, I want to be very clear about this.
Yeah.
Gerrit Cole is the best pitcher in baseball right now in the moment.
Right.
I know we've got a long season to go.
Right.
He's going to have some warts. Everyone does. But right now, 4-0 on ERA under 1.
I think
and gave a complete game performance.
No, hold on a second.
What?
I've been told by someone you know. Get it right.
Go
What
ahead.
did Gerrit Cole do yesterday?
Complete game.
What else?
Shutout.
Yeah. It's only one. It's a shutout. You don't call it anything else.
Talking about
Aaron Boone lectured all of us at the end of his press conference. And by the way, everybody, it's a shutout. It's not a complete game shutout. It's a shutout.
Well,
and then
why
he
is
dropped the mic and ran out.
Why is complete game viewed as a negative?
It's not a negative. A shutout, by definition, is a pitcher going 9 innings, allowing 0 runs. So he says it's redundant, and he was angry about this. You didn't hear this? He was angry. You got the audio
You
of that?
can't be angry about someone saying he threw a complete game shutout.
He was angry.
Because you could throw a complete game, 1-run game.
I understand.
Yeah.
But if you say shutout.
That's silly to be upset
So
about
you're mad
that.
at Aaron Boone?
I'm not mad. I'm just stupid.
He was angry.
Why would you be angry about that? No one says complete game in a derogatory manner.
It wasn't his derogatory.
Yeah.
He's saying it's redundant, and I'm telling you, I heard this. He sounded pissed.
Well, the guys will get me audio of that. That's so silly.
He was angry.
Huh?
But you got to take your comments a little further.
Gerrit Cole's the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah, right now is not good enough.
Why?
Gerrit Cole's the most reliable pitcher, and he's been that for the last 5 years. Dude.
He's the best pitcher in baseball right now.
Yeah.
That's as far as I go.
You want to go further than that?
No, I'm texting Booney right now. Gerrit Cole.
You should just say Gerrit Cole pitched a hell of a complete game
How do you
shutout.
spell Gerrit? I-T or E-T?
IT.
I-T, Gerrit.
Just say, hey, that
Gerrit
complete
Cole.
game shutout was awesome, just to provoke him.
Pitcher.
He'll get all mad at
in
you.
Baseball. Wow, a complete game.
Complete game shutout.
Complete game.
Shutout.
Shutout.
Yeah, there you go.
I wrote Gerrit Cole, best pitcher in baseball. Hold on. There you go. Wow, complete game shutout. I can admit when I'm wrong.
And it's a shutout today, not a complete game shutout. Okay, complete game shutout is redundant. Let's just go shutout.
He was so angry about it. Now, maybe it's because a few questions before he was provoked about Josh Donaldson. But nevertheless, hey, it's a shutout, not a complete game
bad
shutout.
start to that series, great end to that series for the Yanks. And Gerrit Cole, there you go, best pitcher in baseball right now. So can everyone, every Yankee fan, just relax a little bit? Yo, Cashman sucks. Yo, Aaron Boone sucks. Gerrit Cole sucks. Best pitcher in baseball right there.
Until he gives up 6 runs in his next start and you turn on
By
him
the
again.
way, I'm fickle.
I know you
I
are.
might turn on him again. Everyone knows that. I tell you a guy I'm very upset about because I don't get it. And I want to walk through this with you, okay? Mm-hmm. Obviously, we've all seen the highlight now or you're watching it live. Giancarlo Stanton hits one. Everybody thinks it's gone. Who didn't, right?
Yes.
Ball hits the top of the fence. Pop, pop, pop. He's staring at that ball like it's a majestic thing of beauty. Of course, he didn't hit it far enough for it to be a home run. It looked like he did.
Right.
I could have sworn it was a home run. Or the announcers messed up the call because the ball looked like he was gone. He was not running at any point of getting to second base. He was jogging a little bit, sure. But he wasn't off in a full-out sprint. And frankly, he should have been on third base if he was. Okay?
He never triples. Don't kill him for that.
No, here's what I'm going to kill him about.
No, I know what you're going to kill him about.
How do you, and again, it's his body, it's not him, it's like he did it to himself, but you're lollygagging to second base. That's where you hurt your hamstring? How is that possible?
That's how Josh Donaldson hurt his hamstring.
I'm not talking about
No,
Josh
but
Donaldson.
he was the
I'm talking about the predictable garbage that Giancarlo can't stay in a lineup.
I agree that he's unreliable to stay healthy, but he pulled his hamstring not sprinting, and neither was Josh Donaldson. Like sometimes even jogging could cause a hamstring issue.
You're a professional athlete in great shape. You have a third-degree hamstring pull walking into second base.
He was jogging, in fairness. He wasn't walking. He was jogging.
He wasn't running.
He was not. Well, he never really runs necessarily.
He really doesn't ever run, does he? Yeah, I don't know how he gets away with it, but the dude never actually sprints or runs.
You know what the truth is with him?
It's a pain in the ass is what it is.
It's a pain in the ass. It's frustrating, but you need him. And
now,
you need
I've
him
got a theory on it, but I can't share it with you
And you
publicly.
need him at the right time, and that's October. So it sucks to lose him in April. It sucks to lose a guy at any point. But he just needs to be in the lineup when it matters the most, and that's October.
Matter of fact, I wouldn't even invite him to play baseball until like August.
Oh, you'd hold off?
Yeah, because you know that like this is the most predictable injury in all of New York sports, is it not?
It's up there.
Big shocker, Giancarlo Stanton's out, and we all know it ain't going to be 2 weeks.
Right.
You and I, Big Mac, you know what's going to be.
Nope.
All-Star break.
I'm hoping it won't be that bad, but yeah, I mean,
that's what it's gonna be.
I wouldn't be surprised
But
if
guys,
it's mid-June. Really wouldn't be.
Let's say it is. as long as you are fine without him, and I think they will be, you just need him back when it matters the most. So I'd be extra conservative with his hamstring. God forbid he blows it up again.
No,
I
course, but it's
mean,
still
he's going to blow it up again. He hurt it walking.
No, one thing about Stanton is he's usually there in October. He is.
I'm not complaining about that. I'm complaining about now. It's annoying to me.
Of course it's annoying. It's a big
annoying
part of the
that
lineup.
the guy did not hurt it, running into the wall. He didn't hurt it trying to leg out a triple, from a double. He didn't hurt it being aggressive. He hurt it walking. Like, come on, man.
I actually saw a tweet saying that someone was quoted. I forget who it was, but I think it might have been Boone. It was while he was decelerating into second base.
He never accelerated. Now he's decelerating.
I was like, while he was decelerating.
Yeah. Like, what are we talking about, man?
It's funny. He never
You want to
gets...
talk about redundant? Giancarlo, IR.
Yeah. By the way, if Boone writes back saying complete game shutouts redundant, that's a retort.
Yeah.
Want to talk about redundance, Boone? How about Mr. Weirdo, as you like to call him, getting hurt?
Well, listen.
But it's funny, he never gets hurt playing the field. For all the fears of him playing the field,
right.
it's always something else that leads to him getting hurt.
But now here's the problem with that. Because whenever he is available to come back, they're going to be uber careful with him.
Right.
He's going to DH.
Yeah.
They're not going to let him play the field now. And it's the same old song and dance with this guy. And he's a great player. I'm not saying he's not. He's had great Octobers. He carried them. Blah,
he's
blah,
been
blah.
hot lately. He's been one of their better hitters. So
but come on, man.
Got to stay on the field, man, and that's been the biggest issue he's had throughout his entire career, but specifically his Yankee career.
Evan, I've always said.
What? What have you always said?
I've always said the greatest ability of all is availability.
Yes.
That's what I've always said.
Haven't you also said there are 60 games you win, there are 60 games you lose,
that's right.
And it's those 42 in the middle that determine.
Everybody wins 60, everybody loses 60.
Exactly.
It's the 42 games that go one way or the other when it's not expected.
That's what the Mets did yesterday.
A playoff
Yesterday
team.
for the Mets was one of those games that could go either way. You got Jimmy Yacobonis on the mound, and they won. That's why I feel good.
There you go. That's one of the 42.
Yep, one of the 42.
There you go.
Craig says a lot of things.
Gerrit Cole, in the same breath as Scherzer or DeGrom, is offensive. It's patently offensive.
You know what?
And shows you have no idea what you're talking about.
He's right in reverse.
Thank you. I mean, is that not point very clear? One guy pitches every 5 days. The other two clowns don't.
Well, DeGrom has made every start. Max is the one who, I need to be pushed back a few days. I could go, but it would be selfish to go.
877-337-6666. We have a great show for you today. Actually, I'm being told that it's just a shutout that's redundant. There you go. It's like saying he hit a grand slam home run. It's just a pet peeve, though. That's my guy. Where are they? Where are they now?
They're coming home.
So
They're playing
off, but
the
they're home.
Angels tomorrow.
So they're home now, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
probably
they
flew back already, right?
Well, they were home this entire weekend.
No, I'm saying that. Pardon me. They didn't get.
They're still home.
Yes, right.
They're playing the Angels, though, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Right.
And the Angels are playing right now against the Red Sox, and they've had like 2 different rain delays.
Well, isn't today Patriots Day?
Yes.
It is. I just started watching that Netflix documentary on the Boston bombing. Yeah, very well done so far.
Crazy.
I saw the first episode called Black Hat, White Hat.
Right.
Those are the two brothers. One was wearing a white hat, one was wearing a black hat. But one episode in, and impossible not to cry during that.
Yeah.
And I'm not a crier, as you know. But have you seen this yet or no?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so it's been 10 years.
I was
going to
say it was 2013,
It was
right?
2013 during the Boston Marathon when those idiots set off not one but 2 bombs right near the finish line of the Boston Marathon. And they did a documentary on it on Netflix. And I saw the first episode yesterday, and it is very, very well done so far. So I imagine it'll keep up that way too. Anyhow, 8-7. So that means the marathon was today also.
Yep.
So congrats to everyone that participated in it. And good to know that freedom reigns and the marathon is healthy 10 years after that terrible incident.